Don't guess anybody's there yet, but yeah, it says zero, which means nobody. Oh, you're starting to fall there. Let's see, I'm about to put something onto that there. Hmm, this is not going to work. What can I put under that? Maybe that'll work. I accidentally started this in the portrait mode instead of the wide view because I'm stupid. Just sanding on some knives. Rainy, miserable. At least it's not really cold. It's just a little cold. If I knew how to go live with my GoPro, I'd do that because a GoPro is a much better picture. Not seeing any comments. Maybe did I do something wrong? If anybody can comment, would you just leave a comment so I can see if this thing's working? If not, I'll start it all over and turn the camera sideways. I don't know why I. Okay. All right. Hey, Roger. And Harmash, Wizard, Saskatchewan, Canada. No topic, just sanding, listening to news, getting bummed out all over again. You know, you know who I voted for. Hey, Ricky, how are you doing? Zeph? And here's the most painful thing of all. I have a sister who voted for you know who. Hey, X Center, larger channel? On my larger channel, okay. I didn't know you had two channels. I'm subscribed to one of them. Yeah, my own sister voted for Biden. I, for the life of me, and here's the thing that really I find very, very curious. My sister is converted to Judaism. She married a Jew and converted to Judaism. And Trump has been the most beneficial to Jews than any other president that I can remember in my lifetime. And everyone benefited under Trump. Black people had more jobs than at any time in history. Black unemployment was at its lowest than at any time in history. Black home ownership was at its highest than in any other time in history. And yet, black people, not all black people, I'm aware of that, but the black vote carries a lot of weight, and it carried a lot of weight for Joe Biden. I just cannot, hey, Penn Woodsman, I cannot imagine anybody who benefited to the degree that they benefited while Trump was in office. I'm not talking about since COVID was invented. I shouldn't say that. I'll get bumped off. I should not use that word. But I just can't fathom people voluntarily voting for somebody who's going to destroy their lives. I really didn't start this to talk about politics, but I cannot get it off of my brain. It's all I'm thinking about. I'm truly, I can't even bring myself to ask my sister what was her motivation for voting Democrat. I had no idea she was a Democrat. You know, we've never discussed politics. And it has really affected, I used to think my sister was, one of the smartest people I'd known. But you cannot be a smart person and push the button or pull the lever or check the box for Biden, knowing what he's been involved with, knowing what his son has been involved with. You just can't, unless you're completely ignorant of the news, or unless the only news you've gotten is MSNBC and CNN. Now, if that's the only pool of knowledge you've been pulling from, you're ignorant. That's all there is to it. And I'm not even saying Fox News was, I'm saying mainstream media of all sorts, whether it be Fox News or MSNBC, is a complete farce. There's nothing on there that would give you information you need to make a decision as to who to vote for. But again, that's not why I turned this on. It's raining out, it's a boring, gray, miserable day, and I'm in the shop, and I thought I'd turn it on and chat. So what do y'all want to talk about? Probably can't hear me, because for some reason when I have this thing turned facing me, it doesn't pick up sound very well. Let me turn this heater off, because for some reason it picks that heater up, and it kind of drowns out my voice. So, let me show you a couple that I've processed. This is a neck knife I'm working on. This is one of the dinner skinners. I've got another dinner skinner here sanded up to its completion, but now I got to go put it on my buffer in my buffing room. And this one I'm working on, I'm gonna get this sanded up, and I'm gonna take this one and that other one to the buffing room. So right now I'm sanding off the heat treatment schmutz. Feels good to be back in the shop. I think I'm gonna, there's this, it's like aluminum foil, but it's stainless steel. It's very, very thin, and it comes in rolls, and it's very, very expensive. It comes in roll like aluminum foil does. And what you do is you make a little pouch for your knife, and you put your knife in it, and then you heat treat it, and it makes it a whole lot easier to clean up, because after heat treating and tempering, I mean, I go back, it's almost like starting all over again. It's not quite that bad, but it's a lot of work to bring it back to the point where it was before I put it in the heat treating oven. Yeah, yeah, I can't believe how cold it doesn't have to get 50 degrees, and man, I got to wear slippers. I've never worn slippers in my life, but in the house, I can't walk around in my sock feet anymore, because my hands, my feet, my extremities get cold, and it definitely comes with age, because I never used to be this cold natured. Well, that stainless steel wrap, it's called tool wrap. It's expensive, and one of these days I'm gonna get it and see just how much work it saves cleaning these knives up. Yeah, 18 degrees. Well, I won't complain. It's like, I don't know, 55 or so here, but yesterday it was pretty cold all day. And by that I mean, 30s. When I woke up it was 27, which is really cold here in my part of the world. 31. Penn Woodsman, I'm guessing you're in Pennsylvania. Hey, Darla. The messages only appear for a second here. Let me do this. No. I, where are you at, Wizard Woodworks? What part of the country are you? Oh, you're using Celsius, so I guess you're in Canada or some other part of the country. Yeah, I can only see the comments for a split second, which is why I keep looking up. Because the comment appears at the bottom and then it disappears just almost as, I mean, I have to be looking at it to see it. Okay, Saskatchewan, I know where that's at. Never been there. I have been to Canada, but never there. Have y'all been paying attention to the news much? I don't mean mainstream. I mean Breitbart, Gateway Pundit, Zero Hedge, Brighteon, Saskatoon. Huh. There is lots and lots of talk that Canada winter that it may not be over for Donald Trump. I still have a little hope. Not much. At this point, I'm okay with martial law, civil war, anything. Yep, it isn't over. What is, I find these little tidbits of information that to me seem encouraging. I'm gonna try not to stab myself on this. They just Well, they're giving Biden's transition team, uh, what do they call that when they bring them into the Pentagon and bring them up to date on stuff? Well, they stopped that all of a sudden with no explanation. And all over the country, there's National Guard troops saying that they're being activated and sent to certain places. And the places that they're being sent are places where briefings, that's right, uh, are states where there are severe doubts as to the integrity of the election. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's a lot of people repeating that, and they all say it's from people who are in the know. At this point, I think there's a lot of people handing out